Hello, everyone. It's Dave Bondi. Joining me now is James David Dickson with Michigan Capital Confidential. We want to talk about something that maybe not a lot of people know about, the push for a national popular vote. Good morning, and explain what we're talking about here.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Yeah, so National Popular Vote is House Bill 4156. It is advanced out of committee. It's before the full Michigan House right now. And this would be a big change in the way Michigan chooses its president. So, throughout all of history, whoever wins the most votes in Michigan wins our electoral votes. Pretty simple idea, right?
Yeah.
Under national popular vote, that wouldn't necessarily be the case. It would enter us into a compact wherein whoever wins the so called national popular vote, a nationwide tally, gets Michigan's electoral votes, regardless of how the people of Michigan voted.
Wow. Yeah, and this is something that not a lot of people may know is happening. I have your commentary right here on the screen from Capital Confidential. People can go and read that. When you say national popular vote would create a loser take all system in the Michigan presidential election, what exactly does that mean? Because I don't think people understand how big this could be.
No, and they don't understand because the people doing it. It's been kind of a whisper campaign. No one's been on the air. No one's been making a big push to talk about it. We've probably at Capcom talked about it more than anyone. So right now, 48 states out of 50, including Michigan, they do winner takes all. Whoever wins the most votes wins that state's electoral votes. Two states, Maine and Nebraska, they go by congressional district. So, say someone wins, two out of three districts, they'll get two votes. The other person will get one vote. But whoever wins the statewide vote tally also gets another vote. So, in all 50 states, the statewide vote tally does determine who takes home the lion's share of the votes. Only under House Bill 4156 would it create a system where someone could lose Michigan 0 votes to 7 million and still get all of its votes, not some of its votes, all of its votes. So that's what I mean by loser takes all.
Yeah. Is this a reality? I mean, could this actually happen? Some people might be watching this and saying, "Oh, this could never happen." But how much of a reality is it, or how close are we to this?
Well, I like to focus on the controllable. So within Michigan, it would need to clear the House and the Senate, pass in identical forms, and then be signed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Okay. But then that would only enter Michigan into the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. So, how does that work? So, when they have 270 states worth of electoral votes, and 270 is what it takes to elect the president, because we have 538 electors, 270 is a simple majority of that, right? You get that, you won the presidency. So, when it has 270 states, it takes effect. Right now, with Minnesota joining in May, they have 205 votes. With Michigan, they would have 220 out of 270. So it is closer to happening than anyone could imagine. Here's the good news, but I would prefer to not rest on these laurels.
Okay.
One, Congress is most certainly going to want to take a look at this. Uh, they don't necessarily have to review every interstate compact, but a group of states plotting among themselves to choose the president, I'm thinking they're going to want to weigh in on that. And then, of course, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah. Where do we stand right now? And because Michigan, obviously, the Democrats have control of everything. The governor, the House, the Senate. Do we know where it stands now? Are lawmakers willing to take that next step in Michigan?
They could do it. There's nothing to stop them. It would only be by the grace of common sense, by maybe a groundswell of public opinion that they wouldn't do it. But they believe they've found a way to select the president, and that selection will typically be a Democrat. The whole idea from national popular vote emerged from sour grapes after the 2000 election. And then the recent revival of it has been sour grapes after 2016. So people feel that, hey, the electoral college winner being the popular vote loser is wrong. And they're free to think that, but the remedy to that is to change the US Constitution. And it's funny because the real end game, excuse me, the real end game here is the electoral college, because tucked inside the fiscal analysis of this bill, it says that if the electoral college is abolished, so too is the national popular vote interstate compact.
Wow.
So they're going to work around it while it exists, and then when they don't need the workaround anymore because somehow they've abolished it, then the compact goes away too. So understand what this is. This is literally the electoral college that's at stake.
Exactly. And this is why, looking at your commentary again, if you haven't read CapCon before or online, you need to, because we dig into things that are not just the main headlines from the mainstream media. We're digging into things that are so very important, but like this, for example, that people just don't know about, but they should. And that's why you are here, to just educate us on what is out there.
And I would encourage everybody to do what we do, which is, in all of our stories, anytime we write about a bill, there's going to be a big section of the story that says, read it for yourself. And we're going to link to that bill. And not only do we link to the bill, but if you look at that page, it'll be like the bill's history. So you can not only get the text of the bill, but the fiscal analysis, you can get the committee votes, you can get the final votes that happen, the roll call votes, if you do enough digging. These tools are at hand for all of us. And so my mission here is not just to spoon feed people the information. I want to leave enough breadcrumbs where people can go get it themselves.
Critical thinking is very important.
It is. And that's something we want to teach here.
Thank you very much, James David Dickson, for joining us this morning. Have a great day.
Thanks, Dave.